What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not
Not
another damn
another damn
podcast.
podcast.
Presented by
Our damn selves.
themselves. So 302.
302.
Well, it's the Oz episode because 3 is my lucky number. And the O2 looks like OZ. So it's the Oz episode. Yeah. Yeah. What expecting that?
Thumbs down. No.
3OZ. God damn it. Let's go.
Yeah, nothing makes my stuff together. So
About 2 weeks away from my birthday, by the way. So yeah, we getting close to that. So it's feeling good. My time of year.
yes. Smart. Shout
Yeah,
out to
March
Simpsons
weather is
fan.
very, very unpredictable. This March weather, like a box of chocolates, you don't know what you're going to
Yeah.
get.
It's like, yeah, it's just like Powerball numbers. It's like 58.
Mm.
62, 35. Like what is going on with this weather this week?
Mm.
But Chicago teaches you that you have to dress appropriately. So just put on a bunch of clothes and you may have to take them off at some point in the middle of the day. You may have to put them back on when you go home at night. So just layer appropriately in Chicago. That's my advice I give to people. If you come to our wonderful city during springtime, well, winter going into springtime.
Mm-hmm.
But I did see some robins and I saw a cardinal the other day. So I got excited. I started seeing little birds outside.
Especially the robins, because the robins go away in the winter time. So
Yeah.
I was funny when I saw robins in February. That's when I knew that we might have a mild winter. I saw some like 2 weeks ago. I was like, robins in February. Okay, that's a good sign.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw
the
the
robins
robin.
are a better sign than the fucking groundhog. Fuck the ground. We should have Robin Day. Not the groundhog. You caught on February and see robins. Okay, yeah. Like now you know, like that should have been the movie. Robin's Day.
Because Punxsutawney Phil, he was off. He said 6 more weeks.
But yeah, when the robins come back, that's when you know, because like they leave, like they fly south for the winter. So yeah, when they come
Right.
back, that means okay, it must be getting nice.
Must be getting
Brought
nice.
they flew their ass back. It's like okay,
Mhm.
like they know something we don't know.
Yeah, I'm just ready for just new changes, just new beginnings. I'm just
Hmm.
ready for just that. Just, you know, new season just makes you just, I don't know, it just makes you just feel good. Makes me feel good rather, just
Always. Yeah.
things. Yeah, focusing on things and looking at your goals and thinking about that. This year is almost a quarter over, almost like at the end of the month. And you have to like start doing like, okay, am I where I want to be? 3 months into the year, did I do this? Did I do that? Where am I with my goals?
I'm
Do I need to reevaluate some of these goals?
definitely off of my goals, right? It's all good.
I maintain it, I'll say, but I'm not. I'm not getting ahead, but I'm not getting behind. I'm just kind of just doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm just
I definitely got to focus.
even, just going even.
Definitely got to
So I
focus.
definitely need to
Lock
jumpstart
in
things.
what I got to do. Definitely. So let's go right into we didn't talk about him last week, but now we have more information. Mr. Ja Morant, Memphis Grizzlies finest. Where do we start with him and shit? Was he in a strip club, flashing guns or something? Yes.
When
Yeah.
that's when, okay, T Morant, I'm about to call you out there. That's when you grab him by the ear, you pull like, get your black, like pull him by the
Man, he
ear,
seems like he wants to be his homie more than his father. It's
pull
like,
him by the collar, pull him out there, like, son, what are you doing?
I understand that's your boy. You proud he made the NBA, but now it's time to be pops and shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to Furious from Boys in the Hood mode now.
Going to that old school black father, right? With Trey, he wasn't fucking
He
around with
didn't want
Trey.
the smoke
Furious
and shit.
wasn't
Yeah.
fucking around with him.
They didn't want the smoke and shit.
Yeah. He saw his pops, how he reacted to stuff. The hood. He wasn't going. But He flashed a gun on Instagram Live,
Yeah.
and you can't
Got him
flash
in
guns on
serious heat
Instagram Live.
because it was a road game that he flashed the gun on. So then they had to go an investigation. Like, did he bring that gun on the team plane? And that's like, yeah. And like I said, we might have a whole nother Gilbert Arenas situation. That's what people were looking at. It's like, because
No
you
chill
can't bring
deal.
a gun on any team facilities. That includes the plane. It's not just the arena or the practice
Practice team radio, the
it
practice.
counts as team facilities, which could have gotten him a 50-game suspension. It's like the NBA and I guess the authorities all did their investigation. They couldn't find any proof that he ever had that gun on the plane, thankfully. So they proved they said we couldn't prove like he ever had it. So like he just got a 4-game suspension and
He
now
got
he
a 2 game suspension originally, but then he took some extra time off
okay, yeah.
to gather his to gather himself, to gather his head.
Hopefully he's in therapy or some shit. Yeah.
I'm hoping that during this time off, this additional time off, is that he's having some positive people around him that are like instilling him like, don't fuck this up. Like,
Pops,
LMA, don't fuck me up. Don't do this.
Pops at the top of that list. And that's the thing, everybody been roasting him because of that, because Ja Morant's not a gangster.
He's not.
Yeah, both his parents. Yeah, he came from like the middle class family. Yeah, he came from a good family. So,
He's Clarence Way Mile.
both his parents, and they got a good marriage.
They got a real good marriage.
You ain't broke. You don't live in a trailer park. Your girl's not a slut.
The funniest meme I saw is they had Derrick Rose looking, shaking his hair. He's like wasting a pair of perfectly good knees.
And every time I hear D Rose doing his voice, racing a perfectly good pair of knees. I hear everything, all those memes I hear in the Derrick Rose voice. Like, shit, y'all got the heat. Perfect good pair of knees.
That made me laugh out loud when I saw that when he said they said he said that. Because John
Rose
Morant,
like Rose is probably watched like this is cut to him about him for a second because he's totally fallen out of Tom Thibodeau's rotation.
yeah,
So
Tom Thibodeau was his he was Tom Thibodeau's Tom Thibodeau was his best man at his wedding. So
yeah.
they're really close.
He's
So
like everywhere he's gone, like whether it's the Bulls, the Timberwolves, the Knicks, like he's been a Tom Thibodeau guy, like everywhere he's gone.
absolutely.
Yeah. So
He
for him to
plays
fall out of
there.
rotation, like he by his body, he might just be done. It's like when
Mm-hmm.
they put him in the guard and then he got a standing ovation. I was like, oh, no, whole ground and guard and still when Derrick Rose got put in the game and shit. So okay, when did Derrick Rose become Brian Scalabrine? I was like, wow, okay. They stood up, yeah, D Rose. They went nuts and shit. I watched the game. We put him in the other day.
But Ja has like he did get like the Derrick Rose comparisons because like athletically he's like another Derrick Rose.
The
Like his
Grizzlies,
verticals,
this season's Grizzlies remind me of that
crazy verticals.
2011 the Tom Thibodeau era Bulls. That's what
Mm-hmm.
this team reminds me of. That's what I'm saying. Like you're jagging this off because the Grizzlies are a legitimate contender. Like this
They
year,
are.
they one of the top 5 teams right now. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
And probably about the only maybe four, maybe 5 legitimate teams. We just talked about this before
Yeah.
we started recording.
Mm-hmm.
See, East you got the Bucks and the Celtics that are legit
Bucks and
contenders,
Celtics.
and out west is like
Philadelphia lurking. Philly's lurking
Philly.
there too.
They
They're lurking.
if Harden becomes Houston Rockets Harden, then they get a legitimate
Yeah,
shot.
they lurking. I said,
Harden and Houston
but the Bucks and the Celtics are definitely
are
like
legit
here,
contenders.
and then they're
West
like
you got
the they're
West you
lurking.
got Phoenix. You got Denver. I put them
Denver.
with Philly, and then you got the Grizzlies. They
Mm-hmm.
look they don't that's the legit contenders in the NBA right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is like I don't see winning. Like one of those 5 teams will probably be. And it's probably not even all of those. It's like one of those. It's probably really down to 3. Suns, Bucks, Celtics. It's probably one of those 3 that's gonna
Mm-hmm.
win. Like I
Because
said,
even
like
though the
maybe
Nuggets have the best record in the league, it's like they lack rim protection.
yeah.
They
I
just
don't know how
don't
they
do
want to
rim
do the
protection at
playoffs.
all.
And it's funny how Jokic being like a
Yeah.
back-to-back MVP and he don't get the smoke about his lack of playoff success like other guys get. We're gonna talk about him in a second and
Hmm.
Perkins and all of that. We're gonna talk about that. Yeah.
Hmm.
He don't catch that
Hmm.
smoke. Is like, yeah.
Wonder why.
Let that have been like LeBron or Giannis or like any of these other guys. Is like they catch the smoke. It's like when their
Mhm.
team, like, yeah, look at Ben Simmons, like talk about a guy whose career fell off a cliff and shit. Ben Simmons was in Giannis talks just like what 3 years ago. And then Philadelphia ruined his head. It's like that's what's up. A lot of these cats like they let we talked about this before. We too like why you let like Negroes in the barber shop get in your head. It's like you like an NBA star making 40 million a year. It's like and you let that
And
because like
somebody who's
some
making
niggas talk
$40
shit
a
about
day.
your shot is broken, like roasted you on like on Twitter. It's like that Simmons is something mental with him. It's like because he's the same dude. It's like, but he don't look like the same player. It's like
Here's the thing: if you're a person, you're sitting, but they like don't read the comments. Like sometimes you just can't read the comments. Sometimes turn them off. Turn them off. Don't read them.
when they
If
got
you
in his
let,
head, and then he decided he didn't want to play for there anymore. So he sat out all the last season pretty much till he
yeah.
got traded. It's like it all started because they roasted him after that playoffs. When Philly got bounced in the first round, I think the first round last.
Mm-hmm.
And it became a roast session about Ben Simmons. It's like he let that like ruin his NBA career. That ruined the man. And
We're
now
gonna say rather LeBron with same problems you had today.
Brian didn't let it get to him when like he got
You
roasted
had same
after that.
problems.
You say same problems those people have. It's like it's one thing you can say about LeBron. Like you don't be letting shit like that get to him. It's like
He was real
niggas talk
snarky. He
mad
had
shit
his
about
snarky
Brian. It's like
comeback.
huh? Huh?
I said he had his snarky comeback.
That's way more people saying you choked. It's like, well, same problems those people had yesterday and today they're gonna have tomorrow. At the end of the day, me and my family gonna be good. Like
Oh no, the choke he let Wade answer when he said, "How you feel like you choking?" And he looked at Wade. He was like, he looked at Wade. He said,
when they asked him something else about same problems, then it's like, yeah, I don't
"Yeah."
remember the question. It was something about that series though, yeah.
They would ask him something about him, like how you feel about losing, something about how like you
Oh yeah,
lost or whatever. And he
I
was like,
probably about the not two, not three. I probably asked him about that. How do you feel
yeah.
about losing if you predicted like 8 championships? It probably was something like that. That's probably a paraphrase, but the question was probably something along those lines. And shit.
The
Yeah.
show question, he was like, the way he looked at Wade, like,
Wade stumbled through. I don't even remember what he said, but he
the
stumbled through.
way it was like,
That was the Robins coming out in them right there. Shout out all my Robins folks, but y'all know how y'all are.
Kyle Robbins.
Y'all know how y'all are out there.
Oh my gosh. But Mr. Morant, please. Like, I mean, you have a golden opportunity here. You do. Don't fuck
On
this
one of
up.
the best teams in the NBA this year, the guy who has a legit shot at winning a chip.
And you got like you make that team different. You get on that team, it's a different team. They take you off the team.
Yeah, we saw that firsthand when Derrick Rose got hurt. We saw pretty much the same Bulls without Rose. It's like, yeah, just
It
your
was
middle of the
hard.
road team. It's like, yeah,
It was hard. It was. It was
you like
hard.
went from like a 60 win team to like a 45 win team like overnight.
Yeah.
It's like,
Drastically dropped. Like, yeah, they can still make the playoffs,
yeah, you're
but
not you don't suck, but you're not a
mm,
contender anymore. But you're like number one in the league like before. It's like, yeah, now like yeah, you make it, but yeah, you're
you're
not
miles sauce now.
nobody checking for you. So yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Nate Robinson who did bring some fun energy
Yeah,
to
he did.
it's like yeah, they wasn't winning nothing, but the team was fun to
Yeah,
watch.
but I
It
mean, you gotta have excitement on the team.
was fun to watch. Yeah. It's one thing I do give Beverly, like he's fun to watch.
Yeah,
Like
he definitely
this
has
team
a
ain't really fun to watch, but he brings energy though.
he got the cojones. He played well too in the last game against the Rockets. He played very well because that
This
was
team,
like his homecoming.
this team
So he
ain't
wanted to show out.
this team is not fun to watch, but Patrick
He
Beverly
showed
man.
out though, because like after he hit like a big shot, he hit that big three, and then he turned it. He said, "My shit," whatever. He was like, "That's right." Everything he was like, "Shit." Because I mean, he played in Houston all those years, so he was like, "Yeah, well,
Where he
he was
spent
like
most of his
that."
career.
And he talked mad shit.
Reason why he ended up with the Clippers was because of that Chris Paul trade. People forget that. He was like a Houston for like his old man, like the Chris Paul trade. That's how he ended up with the Clippers. Yeah, that's how
But
he ended up.
you need everybody needs a person like that on their team. You need somebody who's going to inject some
Bulls,
energy.
Bulls still need a legit point guard. Like
No, absolutely,
Lonzo's
absolutely.
going back for another surgery, so I'm still not holding my breath for him to ever be healthy again. So, yeah. But I think he said he's going back for a third surgery.
He is. That's what per
Third
Woj.
time's the charm, but I wouldn't bet on it though.
And I
Don't
trust
believe it.
I
Yeah.
trust Woj. When Woj puts it out, I trust him. If I see Woj cite something, I trust Woj.
I'm already writing off Lonzo as a loss. Like the Bulls need to look to upgrade the point
It
guard.
just feels like Brandon Roy all over again. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like that, unfortunately, and it sucks because Lonzo, he was what the Bulls needed. He
He's a
was a
perfect point guard for this specific
facilitator.
game. He facilitates, plays defense, shoots
And he
three.
hit the three.
That's what. Yeah, that's all you need him to do.
And he was a big guard too.
Yeah,
I like the big guards. I do like the big guards. I'm
six
starting to like
point
the big
guard. Yeah.
point guards.
Six point guard. Yeah.
I started to like the big point guards because you have a definite advantage because like you got like a point guard like a Steph Curry who's 6'2". You know he can shoot. You gotta D him up. You gotta,
I said Lonzo reminded me of he was a poor man's Jason Kidd. That's what I always called. That's why when they got him, I was excited. I was like, because Kidd was a big point guard.
He's a big point guard,
he
yeah.
Facilitated. He hit the three. He played defense. Yeah. Like he's like Lonzo was like a poor man's version of Jason Kidd.
Mm-hmm. I'm not mad at that comparison. That's pretty accurate.
That's what you need. You don't need a Steph Curry. You need a guy that like get the ball to the right man, play defense, hit the three. That's what you need. Yeah. You got Levine who can like get you like 30 a night. Is like you don't need a lot of scoring from that position. And Lonzo will still get you like his 15, 16 a night.
15, 16, that's all you need.
He's still gonna get his and shit, but he's gonna get
you
the
8
ball.
dimes. He'll do 8 dimes at least. Get you a couple of fast breaks because that's the other thing, like the fast break. Like he knew how to like throw that outlet pass, and then Levine gets a dunk.
Great court vision he had it.
That excites the arena. Like if you get like a fast break dunk, now the crowd is into the game. Like doing things like that excites the crowd. You outlet pass somebody, they hit a big three on the other end. That excites the crowd. You need those type of plays to get the crowd into the game. You do. But I'm hoping, I'm gonna cross my fingers, my toes, my eyes. I'm gonna do all that because I hope that he's not done because it just be so unfortunate because he's a young guy. Was he like 25, 26?
Yeah, he's still very early.
Young guy, very young. So
done. Yeah, that would suck. Yeah, to be like at this age and be done, that would suck. Yeah.
So we're gonna need, can we get Mr. Miyagi or somebody to do the, whatever to do that? Like we need some like physical therapy. Like we need something. Like we need like the master touches. We need that. So we need prayer. Somebody like do your prayers.
Where's the guy that fixed Grant Hill's ankle? Remember his ankle was messed up for years. His whole time with Orlando, pretty much. Mm-hmm. He's the guy that fixed his ankle.
Yeah, let's like where's he at? Where's that therapist at? Where's that PT at?
But Kendrick Perkins, let's talk about his ass.
What happened?
You didn't see he was on with Stephen A. Smith, yeah, and
I've been kind of out of it.
JJ Redick was on there. Yeah, oh yeah, it was definitely we're about to get racial in this bitch right now. Because he was talking about the MVP race because Jokic is like the front runner to win it, like 3 in a row.
This would be the third one.
In a row.
3 in a row, yeah.
Great. Of course, he talked about that. He's like he played the white privilege card. He says since 1990, there's only been 3 MVPs that have not been in the top 10, not the top 10 of scoring. You know who those guys are? He's like, yeah, Jokic, Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash. What do they have in common? He says those are the only 3 MVPs since 1990 that have not been in the top 10 in scoring. He mentioned. Of course, JJ Redick comes back and says, so you saying that the voters are racist?
I just picture the different world moment. Are you saying that whites are as capable as playing as black people? You need some more brothers. That's what I just pictured in my head right now. The educated black man. That's what I pictured.
I'm an educated black man.
That's why I pictured it in my mind right now. Are you saying that whites are as capable as playing athletically
Of
as blacks?
course, the video went viral and shit after that. Yeah, like, and what it was
Well,
funny, like there was a moment on First Take with Stephen A. Smith, and he wasn't the reason it went viral. It was really Perkins and then Reddick. They the reason why it went viral.
one thing about Kendrick Perkins is Kendrick Perkins going Kendrick Perkins.
He
He's
don't
going
care.
he's gonna voice his
I
opinions
like
about
how
things.
JJ he didn't back down. He didn't no, he didn't play the white guilt card. He
Well,
stuck his
but
guns. He's like,
JJ
yeah,
Redick is a little scrappy himself. He's not a soft white guy. He's like a little scrappy himself. So he was going to stand tall on that, like, nah, it's some bullshit. He was going. So I mean, I think it made for good. I
and
have to
which
watch
is
the
a good.
clip.
And Reddick had a good point on his side too. Is like, so if those are the only three white guys since oh no 30 years to like win the MVP and shit, is like how's it racist? You think it should have been a clean sweep? It's like no white dudes should have
No
won in
white
30
guy should
years.
win.
It's like
We ain't had
only
nobody
been
that was
three white
good. That was
MVPs.
white.
Only three white MVPs, like pretty much since you've been watching basketball.
Pretty much, yeah. We know who it was. Like most of my early Jordan, obviously, my younger years was
They
Jordan.
had Hakeem won in there,
Yeah.
like when Jordan was gone. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Malone won some that some say he shouldn't have won, like because they don't want to give it Jordan every year. Barkley won the one in '93, which
Oh yeah.
Jordan took it personal and shit.
And that's why they won.
Jordan took it personal and
And
then
that's why he
after
said to him when he whispered in his ear at the end, I took it personal.
Jordan left, it kind of rotated a little bit. Yeah, like Allen Iverson took it, Duncan won, Shaq won, Kobe won.
Obi-Wan,
You
yeah.
had this two Steve Nashes, which I say at least one of those he shouldn't have got. That's I agree with Perk on that. I say one like him winning two, like nah, bro. He won he won. You know, one of those years that Steve Nash won and it was in '06. Same year Kobe scored 81. It's like I'm just saying, it's like Kobe probably should have won that one. It's like
The other one he should have won because like so Nashville put his team on his back that year.
first year, and because think about it, he took a 29 win team and made him the number one team. That's the year his first year he went to the Suns.
The Suns, right?
Like the year before when they had Marbury at point, people forgot about that. When Marbury was a point guard, they were a 29 win team. It's like yeah, as soon as they switched out Marbury, same team, just changed like just traded Marbury and signed Nash in that spot. It won 62 games the very next year. So if that don't make you MVP, I don't know what was. If you took a 29 win team and made him the number one team in the NBA, like the very next year, same team, you didn't like make any other big moves. Like
Well
you just got
learned.
rid of
He put
Marbury
that
and
team
brought
on
in
his
Nash.
back. He did.
Yeah. So that one I give you. Like Shaq said, he should have won, but that was just Shaq being Shaq.
Shaq he's competitive.
Said Steve Nash is better than me. I think Steve Nash. Steve Nash not
Shaq
better.
is just competitive. He's gonna compete in every little thing.
And then the '06 it was like it's probably three other guys that had a more legitimate shot. I'm going down the NBA rabbit hole, but I don't give a shit. It's three other guys that had a legitimate shot that year, the '06 year. It's like Kobe, I said the 81 points. Dirk, if you wanted to give it to a white dude, Dirk had a better '06 than and the Mavericks were probably better than the Suns that year. Then the other guy was a young LeBron. Like LeBron, that was this first year. He probably should have been MVP. Like LeBron in '06 is like he was probably like maybe the third or fourth best player in the NBA that year. So like those are like the three guys that should have won it ahead of Steve Nash. Kobe being at the top, 81 points. Come on. That game alone, it should have got him the MVP. But then you got to look down at history too. We looking at it from 2023 vision. In '06, it wasn't that long after the incident in Colorado. Like, so that was still fresh in people's minds. Like, we really want to give this dude the MVP. Like, so it was like not long after that and shit. So like maybe that's what it was. But looking back, Kobe should have won. And think about those Lakers that he was on. This is like the Smush Parker and Kwame Brown era. He was carrying that team to the playoffs. It's like it's before they got Pau Gasol and before and buying them and before they got those guys. It's like, they had like I said, Smush Parker and Kwame Brown. That was like his teammates. Like, he carried that team to the playoffs basically by dropping 81 points. It's like,
but we had will to win.
Carried them to the playoffs.
That's just pure. I'm gonna win. By
Exactly.
any means necessary, I'm gonna win. I don't care. I'm shooting the ball 100 times. I'm gonna fucking win this game. That's
Oh,
what that was.
and he had something to prove. It's like remember '06 who won that championship that year?
Tell me how my ass tastes.
Yes,
That was that year.
the Heat won that year. So so Kobe's like, all right, now we definitely
Now I
got
gotta
to
win.
I got to beat Shaq now. That's why when they did in 2010 when the Lakers did win five, he was like, so how does feel win number five? I said, now I got one more than Shaq. Oh yeah, I don't
Oh
forget.
yeah, I don't forget. And then Shaq's old ass went to the Celtics, and then he got
Boston. Shaq was probably already ready to retire. He signed with Boston just because of that. I don't forget line. That's the only reason he went to Boston. You know, he was a corpse by then. Like I said, he ended his career running up the court.
His old
I saw the
ass
great career, the great Shaquille O'Neal's career in a non-contact like injury.
went for
Running up the
breaking.
court, he tore like his quad or some shit, just running up the court. Is like
Went from playing. Who went from breaking down backboards.
breaking his own body and shit.
He was like,
Just running up and then he just came up limping. That's how Shaq. But what do you think about what Perk said, like about the I say it's only three. I say it's only three white dudes.
It's only three players, so
only three white dudes in 30 years that have won.
Like so, 3 out of 30. Yeah. That's not big odds. Like,
and the MVP voting is kind of goofy anyway. Is like this, sometimes they want to instead of just picking the best month. Like I said, like Barkley winning in '93 or like Malone winning in '97. Like Jordan probably should have won every single year. Like those that the from probably like '88 to like '98. He probably except for the two when he left. Like
the two when he left, yeah.
He probably should have won every single one of those MVPs and shit.
And we don't give participation trophies. We don't give consolation trophies. We don't do that.
It's like well, shout out D Rose, like the year he won. Like LeBron probably should have won it that year, but that's the year he took his chance at South Beach. And the rest said, we're not giving that motherfucking MVP. Who else can we give? Like Rose, like, come on down. It's like, Rose had a good season, but he didn't have a better season than LeBron.
Yeah, Rose had a great season.
Yeah. He didn't put up LeBron numbers though. Like, so they still want to give it to LeBron had one back to back. So we ain't giving him the third time, especially after.
I appreciate to give it to Rose because he's still the youngest MVP ever. So I appreciate that.
Yeah. The only other guy that was in the talk, Kobe was still in the conversation that year, and Dwight. This is before Dwight fell off a cliff.
Man. Oh yeah, Dwight Howard was in that.
Yeah. Orlando Dwight.
Orlando, yeah, he was.
He carried that team to a finals. They were like questionable. Yeah. Hito Turkoglu and he carried them to a final.
I think why Rose got too is like the fact that like Rose being only 6'2", you know, like I said, like
Bulls had the best record in the league.
Bulls had the best records, and the fact
it's mostly because Bulls had the best record, and like we don't want to give it to LeBron because he pulled a. That was weak going teaming up with Wade, and Bosh was weak, and
the fact that he was a point guard carrier. Like I said, LeBron is fucking huge. Dwight Howard is fucking huge. Not taking away from their talents, but I mean, you know, like they can dominate and have that dominating force. But the fact that Rose was able to dominate at 6'2",
and they probably were just tired of Kobe too. We don't want to give it to him again. Yeah. He just even though Kobe only won Kobe only won one MVP, like which is kind of like like
a travesty.
Kobe Bryant a one-time MVP.
Like a travesty, kind of.
It's like I said, the MVP voting is goofy as fuck. Like Shaq is a one-time MVP. That's fucking dumb and shit. It's like how like
he's the most dominant big man.
How are these guys have one MVP and shit? Yeah, like I get Rose having one. I get AI having one. It's like, but
because like I said, Rose and AI both fall in the same category. About like they were both point guard, small guys who were dominant. Like they were both forces to be reckoned with. Like you know, they drew double and triple teams. Both Rose and Iverson drew those double and triple teams on them because they were so dominant. Both of them.
I'm pissed off that Steve Nash got more MVPs than Shaq and in Kobe. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. It's not against Steve Nash. Come on, it's like
and Jokic does too.
And Jokic might have
a third one.
Yeah. He might be. I hope Giannis gets it just because of
They
it.
said Embiid might get it
Embiid,
though.
like if he finally gets it, he been because Embiid been like we been wanting it.
He
Like
said trust
last
the
year he was
process.
pissed. He thought it was his year last year. It's like Embiid. I want him to get it just because he been wanting this.
He's
he's
been one. He's been
he's
coveting
like
it.
Will
Yeah.
Smith trying to get that Oscar. I hope Embiid doesn't slap a comedian. I was like, because like Will Smith just so wanted. He finally got his Oscar. I hope Embiid finally gets his MVP. He been
Yeah.
wanting it so long. It's like I say,
Yeah. Because I mean,
if I was voting, I'll just give it to him for that. It's like dude that wanted it so long. Get a nigga the MVP. It's like
he
he's having
just
a great season. Get it.
won it. He's averaging what, like 35 a game or
Like
something.
leading the league in scoring. It's like yeah.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, like we said, they are kind of a contender. So like,
Hmm.
let them have it. It's like
Yeah.
it wouldn't be like shocking. It wouldn't be like Steve Nash winning like over Kobe and what is Embiid winning wouldn't be that shocking. It's like people say, okay, I can see that. Yeah. I'll say or Giannis like is because the Bucks are the Bucks. So yeah, Giannis got
Yeah.
a third. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Giannis is another one that's like going to be like a perennial, he can be a perennial MVP. He can because he's Giannis, you know.
Mm. And half the podcast hello NBA talk.
Well, I
started
mean,
with
it's NBA season
started with
because
John Morant and went down the rabbit
because
hole.
the standards are starting to stick, and it's only about 15 games left of the season before the playoffs begin. So it's not a lot of basketball left.
Not a lot of
So
regular season basketball left.
you know what I mean? Yeah, not a lot of regular. So the teams are like clamoring to get their spots. The teams like you don't want to end up in the seventh spot because you're in that player. You don't want to end up there. You want to be 6 and above.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the teams are trying to get there.
On the outside looking in, then you want to at least make the play in so you have a shot at
You
getting
can
in.
have a shot. Because if you get in the play, anything can happen. Like at that point, like we always say, well, I mean, they're eliminated now. Like the Spurs are officially eliminated, but the Spurs always said, like, as long as they can get in the playoffs, then
Let's switch the Spurs with Warriors now. Like, as long as the
now it's
Warriors,
the Warriors.
nobody want to see them in the first
No,
round.
nobody wants to see the
They are
Warriors
still
in
the
the first
defending
round.
champs after all.
No one wants to see them in the first round. No one wants to see them in the first round. No one does.
Say what you want about them, they still a trade. They still are defending champions.
And they got Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. So those two firepowers alone.
To mention other guys like Wiggins, Draymond, like they
Draymond,
got some
Poole.
talent.
Yeah, they got talent out there.
And it's and even though we're in NBA season, NFL dominated the headlines. The Chicago
Yeah.
Bears, huge trade the Bears made, which I kind of saw it coming. I kind of saw the Bears trading away this number one because
They had the number one pick.
you could trade back and still get what you want.
Right.
The Bears they're not drafting a quarterback like Justin Fields is their guy unless they just gave up on Justin Fields, which I don't think they have. Is
No,
like
they didn't. They
like
didn't
Fields is our guy, and like the quarterbacks are like at the top of this core. Like this is a quarterback, a top heavy
Right. It's
quarterback.
a quarterback class. Yeah.
Like we can still get what we want without this number one pick. So let's dangle it out there and try to get. And they got a lot for it. Yeah.
Yes.
They got the number 9 pick and the number 61st pick from this draft. They got a 2024 first round, a 2025 second round, and they got another player. They got DJ Moore. So yeah, they got like a bunch of assets for that number 1 pick.
They got
Carolina.
everything but the kitchen sink, basically.
Carolina. A lot of people saying like, I want to squeeze them for even more. They throw another first rounder in there, like throw a 26 first rounder in there too.
That's a hell of a haul.
Yeah, they got a lot. So they got 2 picks in this draft this year, like and including and one of them is a top 10. You can still get like probably what you wanted with that 9.
The 61, that's a good pick.
Yeah,
that's a good pick. Yeah.
You got 2
football rounds are football, I think, is really long. They're drafted like really, really, really long. Because how many players are on football team? Like 50, right? Or something.
53, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of players. Only 11 be on the field at a time, but it's a lot of players that you don't see. Like it's a lot behind the scenes. So yeah. But
Bears.
be interested to see what the Bears are going to do because Marcus was he was like he was.
I was on the phone when this trade happened because I heard him talking, and then when I pulled my phone and I saw the alert had just come down literally when he said he was like, "Yeah, alert here 1 minute ago." I was like, "Oh, this trade just happened." Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so
You know he got the
Bears
alerts
traded,
like it's
because I heard him in the background. We were on the phone, and I heard him say the Bears traded number one. I was like, when that happened, I was like, I saw a 1 minute ago. So this trade literally just happened. Like, what?
yeah. Because he do be on it, like with whenever anything happens like that, he's like, yeah. So
Kind of
he
like that, but we were on the phone, so that's why I wasn't looking at it. Because I was looking at, because no, I had the phone up to me, so I wasn't looking at the phone. So I pulled,
yeah.
like, oh, okay, yeah, this trade just happened. So, like 1 minute ago. Okay.
I'm gonna watch his reaction to see like who we get. I'm gonna look and see if it's a good thing. I'm gonna follow his reaction to see is he happy? Is he confused? Is he mad? Like I'm gonna look for his reaction.
My timeline has been mostly positive.
That's not who they pick. I mean, like to see like who they draft.
I mean,
Who they
just the
pick.
trade so far until like the actual draft happens. But like right now, I was like been positive.
Yeah, I mean, everybody on my timeline is happy
Yeah,
about it.
you got a lot. It's like, yeah, and you got DJ as well. It's like
Yeah, you
good.
got assets. That's all you can ask for. Yeah,
So it's been
get
more.
what you need. You gotta get what you need
I guess
because
Carolina really they really wanted to get up there.
we
Yeah,
want that number one pick.
get up there. Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know. I don't follow football as well as basketball, but I mean, I'm guessing Carolina needs a quarterback. They really need a quarterback. I'm assuming.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They really need one. So, if people are looking at their team and they're like, okay, we're in the win now mode. So let's do what we need to do so we can win now
Or just build for the field. Like we need
or build. Yeah.
we get this young quarterback developing. Yeah. Get him
What's
now.
my car retired again, right? Didn't Tom Brady retire again?
Yeah, his so Tampa Bay needs to do
Retired
that.
again, I think, right? Or
He
did he
retired
not?
for
Right?
real this time, yeah. Until the next unretirement. He gonna retire more times than Jordan.
Psych. He should come back on April 1st and say, Psych.
That would be hilarious.
You thought I retired, didn't you? Psych.
Yeah, I think he said it's for good this time. He had the perfect end. Like the greats never, because the greats always think they can win one more. It's like just like Jordan in '98, like you had the perfect ending. Like
The
Brady,
last dance was the perfect ending.
Brady should have retired when Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl 2 years ago. You had the perfect ending. He's like, okay, well, okay, yeah. Like the New England decided to move on from me. I go to the other team and then win the fucking Super Bowl.
He said fist pump.
Roll credits.
With the trophy.
Chariots of Fire playing about doom, 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 doom,
After Tom Brady went on to open a taco stand, whatever he has at the end of the day, what he went to do. He ended up opening his own school or whatever.
It was this old school, which somehow still open before Umar Johnson making comedy.
2025 though, right? Or
Yeah.
24.
What marked it? Let me see.
What year did he say? 24 or
24,
25?
yeah. It's a 24, so it's the 24-25 school year. So it's next fall, not this coming fall.
All I'm saying is if the Obama Presidential Center opens before that, I'm gonna be looking like because that opens in 2025. The Obama Presidential Center opening in 2025.
Not this fall, but the following fall. I'm gonna be watching it.
So people get your young black men together if you want them to attend a charter school.
If
That's
you're in New York or where I think it's in New York, yeah. If you're in
New
there,
Jersey, whatever area.
if you're in the tri-state area and shit,
There you go.
get your school, get your students ready to register and shit. Young men, yeah.
Young black men.
Young black men, get them ready. Young black men, hit the cash app, yeah. Miss Kevin Samuels. I like when him and Umar Johnson would go back and forth. When he was doing his voice, yeah, hit the cash. When he was doing his voice. That's one of the funniest unexpected feuds of all time.
I can't.
Johnson and Kevin Samuels. Yeah, because hit the cash out.
I just have a problem. Like, I know I'm going for like a whole tangent, but I just get irked when people be like, hit me in the cash. No, I'm not hitting you in
It's
the
my
cash app.
birthday. Hit the
No,
cash app. I'm not hitting shit.
it's my birthday. Hit me in the cash app. It's my birthday too. I'm not hitting no, like, no, no. Why does somebody have to hit you with the
My
cash
cash app
app?
is Ozman the Wizard, by the way, if you're listening.
I don't even have a cash app. I don't. I don't even have one.
Made mine easy. It's the same as my Instagram and my Twitter.
I don't even have one.
Made my shit easy.
Yeah,
So
I don't like no. That irks you when people be like, if you want to hit me in the cash app. No, I'm not hitting you in the cash app. No.
yeah, I don't do that. The cash app. Should we call it hit? No, we ain't gonna call it hit the cash app. What you got? Guess enough sports talk. We done bored y'all enough with sports.
Like I said, it was sports season,
Yeah.
but
Big news. Like I said, John Morant and the Bears. It was big news. And Kendrick Perkins. It was big news. It wasn't like bullshit we was talking about. It was big news. Yeah.
but is it apparently new other things like new shows? Have you seen the new possibly Nick Cannon show? Like I'm not sure if it
But
was a prank.
Nick Cannon is let me pull up the story. I saw this
Who
story.
wants to be my baby mama, basically, who wants to be a
Yeah.
millionaire?
Nick
That's what he
Cannon
should call it.
he got a game show where look for his new baby mama. I don't know if it's a joke or not. We're not that far from April Fool.
I
Maybe
was
it's
gonna
an
say I
April
can't
Fool.
tell yet because they said coming in April. So I'm like,
It's
April
an
when?
elaborate April Fool's joke. That's what I think it
I'm like,
is.
I think it might be an April Fool's joke.
This sounds too ridiculous to be real to me. It's like,
Like I said, they should really call it, if it is who wants to be my baby mama, who wants to be the next millionaire? Because that's what it's gonna be. Because you're gonna pay this chick child support or whatever. And I just don't see like television, like as far as we have had some questionable shows on TV, but it's like as far as we've come, I hope that we're not going to like condone a show that's just like promoting baby mamas. Like let's add another baby mama to your mix. Like you have 12 children, let's add 13, let's add 14, let's add 15. Like this is ridiculous.
not
Although
for
which McCall did have a show in the making before he unfortunately passed away. Shawty Lowe was supposed to be all my baby
my
mamas or
baby
something.
mamas. Yeah.
And he passed away tragically.
Funny is
But
that show would actually make it onto the air now. Remember, it got protested. I know he died. I don't know if that's the reason why the show didn't happen or if they protest. I know I remember it getting protested. So that might have delayed it. They might have still tried to do the show eventually, but
mm-hmm.
I know that they put the show on hold after that because
Yeah.
people protested. But nowadays, like that show will probably actually make the air, wouldn't it? It wouldn't even get protested. Say, oh, Shorty Low got show, okay.
I mean, I'm hoping that it's a joke because when I saw that, I was like, this has to be a joke. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And they're known to like be pranksters because we know Kevin and Nick are good friends. Hence, they're on the Real Husbands of Hollywood. Like we know they're good friends, and they like to like poke fun at each other. Like, what did he get him for his birthday? I think didn't Kevin Hart get Nick Cannon a vending machine full of condoms or something? But he did something like that. Like, for it was something that he did. I remember I saw him like
Obviously, he threw that vending machine away and shit.
it was something like that that he gave him, and then Nick was like, "Ha ha ha!" Like, yeah, motherfucker. You
I'm
know, he
not
was kind
using
of
this
where he
shit.
was like kind of like mad or whatever. But like Kevin did that to like poke fun at him or whatever.
He ain't used that vending machine, not even close.
But I mean, I'm just hoping that that's not a real
I
show.
think it's an elaborate.
I said I think it's an April Fool's gag because the way they said it was like coming in April. They didn't say a date. They just said April. So I'm like, it's probably an April Fool's joke.
If they said April 1st, they would give it away. That's why you have to.
Exactly.
You gotta the way it's all in how you position it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
remember what GCI used to do? They pranks back in the April Fool's jokes on there. Like
Mm-hmm.
Crazy Howard's wedding was one they did one year.
Yeah.
Like they would do and they always just be like, yeah, this Thursday, yeah.
And then that's what they're gonna probably do once it gets closer to the date. Then they'll be like,
Yeah,
this Saturday.
yeah, whatever. Let's see what April 1st
April 1st is on a Saturday. It's on a
Yeah,
Saturday.
this Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, but this Saturday,
Watch Nick Cannon pick his next
then
baby
that's what they'll do.
this Saturday.
But then you won't be thinking about it's April Fools. You won't be thinking about it, you know. So, but still, it's goofy. goofy thing to do, I think.
Well, it's not going to air on BET, hopefully. You saw, speaking of BET, you saw what
It's
was
going to
going
air on E. It's going to air on E.
We saw BET is like Tyler Perry is trying to buy him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
It's
saw
like
that.
yeah, and he's not the only one. It's like, yeah, they got bidders on yeah. Because Byron Allen wants it too. It's like, yeah, he been buying up TV stations left and right. Like the Weather Channel is one of them. Yeah, like Byron Allen
Yeah.
owns yeah, tons of like yeah. He's one of them low key billionaires that people don't realize that Byron Allen is a billionaire.
He's loaded.
So yeah, he's I saw that. I was like, okay, Tyler, because Tyler got some of his shows air on BET. He got a working relationship with them, so it makes sense for him to
Mhm.
buy BET.
Yeah, because they stream a lot of stuff on BET Plus of Tyler Perry. Yeah.
Tyler Perry has a lot of stuff that airs on BET. Yeah, so if the BT hasn't been black owned for decades. It's like Viacom bought him out like a long time.
Yeah.
Black owned in a long time. So I'm down for like, yeah, I know people don't like Tyler Perry like that, but I'd be down for Tyler Perry.
One thing I can't say about Tyler Perry, whether you love him or not, he employs his mostly black cast. Like he has his mostly black actors that he employs, and you see the same people on all his shows.
If you get in
Shout
good,
out, whatchamacallit, Cassie Davis.
so who all got her Krusty the Clown on said, I'm not dead. It's like they tried to kill her
I
off.
know that was just like, can we please stop doing? I thought that 2023, I thought we were going to stop doing that in 2023. Let's stop reporting hoax deaths. Like those are, it's like those are sad because it's like when you see like somebody post it, and then if you're somebody who like maybe you didn't talk to this person every day, like you're a friend of theirs, but you just have been out of touch with them, and you see that your friend died, and then you're like freaking out now.
Like Rick Fox being on the chopper with Kobe Bryant. And it's
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Like that was
Kenny
ridiculous.
Smith called him and said, like, hey, just answer the phone, bro. Like, that shit is
He
wild.
texted me. He was like, if you get this text, just answer, please.
It is
And then when
wild.
he texted back, that's all he like, just answer this text back, please. Just answer this text
I
back.
had one of those moments, like, unfortunately, with G Ski, he never texted me back. Yeah.
Yeah.
When rumbling started coming out about, yeah, he was, I just said, like, hey, bro, just reaching out, just hit me back when you get this, like, something like that. Yeah. As soon as I heard, like, the G Ski might have not been with us anymore, yeah, it might be dead. I was like, yeah, just text me back. And of course, I never got that text back. But I did. Hopefully,
You
James.
don't want to like call somebody to see if they die. That's why shooting a text like, hey, just wanted to see how you were doing. Like that's like a good way to like kind of, it's like basically I do like a welfare check because like you will like they do send police officers sometimes to do a welfare check on people. They do. So that's kind of like doing a welfare check, basically, if you text someone to see.
Yeah.
But Tyler, that's good though, Tyler, trying to expand his ownership.
Said he already got most of the programming. Why not? Yeah, buy the whole thing, especially if
And
it's up for sale.
he
If
definitely has some money for it. So
Viacom or whoever is downsizing is like, yeah, just and that's one of the assets they selling off. It's like, yeah, I'm down for like Tyler Perry or Byron Allen. Yeah, like I'm down for one of them buying it. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
what happens?
Yeah.
Maybe they pick up Cedric the Entertainer and Anthony Anderson's new show. No, they got their new barbecue show coming.
Oh,
They
okay.
got coming out, yeah, about them trying to launch their barbecue business. Like it's airing on what's the god damn it. I had the network, but it's on the tip of my tongue. Let's pull the story back up.
Not the Food Network, because I love the Food Network. I'll be watching some Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives. I'll be watching that.
A&E, yeah. So
Okay.
A&E is getting they got some good shows on A&E.
Yeah, they do. A&E does. They got some low key. They got some low key
Janet
heat.
Jackson documentary aired on that.
Yeah, they got some low key heat on there. They do.
Yeah.
I used to watch Cold Case Files back in the day with A&E.
I mentioned in the episode, you know the episode
I used to love watching that.
about
Miss Curtis.
a particular suspect. I'm not even going to put who was sus and shit, and I'll leave it at that. and such and such did it. Not leave it.
Stop.
I've said too
Stop.
much already.
Stop.
24 motherfucking 7.
Stop.
Y'all saw the episode, you dying, and you know exactly what I said. Was but
But
yeah,
yeah, though I want to check it out. Though I like you said, so they're actually trying to
yeah,
open up a
they launching
restaurant.
a business, yeah, AC Barbecue, and they got a series like showing them yeah, going around, yeah, getting their business together, yeah.
Mhm. Because it does take a lot to open a restaurant. Because not only do you have to have the funds,
Mhm.
you gotta figure out what your genre, like what you're trying to go for. Because we know that, especially after 2020, a lot of restaurants took even established restaurants, a lot of established restaurants closed after 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like several, like when I'm looking at some of these downtown restaurants, I'm like, so and so closed, so and so closed. Like, what? They closed? Dang. So you gotta think about
And then some spots you don't
where
think about, but there you just drive one
what's
day,
the
you see
shit.
it like either boarded up or something else there. It's like, oh, like
Yep.
2020 must have did them, man.
Mm-hmm. You
It's
gotta
a
think about like what's the shtick basically first to think about that. And then you gotta have like all your certifications. You gotta have the sanitation people gotta come out. I wish them luck. Like, I mean, I want to see, I'm with the black businesses, I want to see
we
black
were
business.
over by what must I think did them, man, Mr. G's. We were like, man, you were together. I think 2020 probably did them, man. Like, yeah. Shout out Mr. G's on 87th, yo. Because they boarded up now. It's like, I wonder if it was before. I think 2020 might have been what got them. Because, like, Mr. G's, like, that was an establishment on Southside. Like, the dating game on Stony Island, they still closed.
Yeah,
It's
they
like,
still closed. Yeah.
Family Den is popping, though. Like, they
Oh
still,
yeah.
they
Uncles
ain't,
be up in there, family then.
we the uncles now.
You are the uncles and aunties. I keep on saying like uncle and auntie, like I'm not
You
auntie.
go in you go in the family den, it's gonna be more people that you gonna be half your high school graduating class is gonna be there. That's how it is.
I've been out of high school 24 years now at this point, so
You gonna see half your class up in there. Like, I know that dude. It's like, yeah.
damn.
Going from hanging out with Mr. Richards.
Hilarious. Well, congratulations to them. Like I said, when does this show premiere?
It doesn't have a premiere date right now. They're in production. It's gonna be on 8.
Okay.
The release date
I
hasn't
want to look
been.
for some new shows to watch. And I like shows like that. Like I like watching HGTV. I like watching Food Network. I like watching those type of shows. I do.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, yep.
What else you got, kid?
Um, Congratulations for baby news for like the little babies have come. Kiki Palmer, congratulations on her birth of her baby boy. And the brat expected her baby. Like, congratulations.
That was a big story last week. We didn't get too
Yeah,
we
we didn't get to it.
It's Rock
But
all.
yeah, Chris Rock took over the show. But congratulations. I say like babies are good. Like, we like babies.
What's her name is about to drop her baby any day now. I met Tiana Paris. She's like way out.
Oh wow.
Stuff
And
follow Ram is like, and yeah, that bump is getting big. That baby is coming soon. So yeah.
then whatchamacallit, her bump is glow. She's glowing with her pregnancy. Tori Naughton, she's
Or
glowing
you getting
too.
bigger,
And
yeah.
she's glowing. So I saw her walk her red carpet for something. And Grace Byers, I saw her when they did the premiere for Harlem season 2, and
Who
she
Kitty?
walked with her
Let's
baby
go.
bump. Like, baby bump.
Of course,
Yeah.
Riri, like she's like baby number 2, of course. So
Mhm.
little baby fever going on.
Baby booming.
Shout out to my boomer parents.
So I think that we officially said we're out of the COVID babies because we said there was a lot of COVID babies. Like, a lot of babies were born at the end of 2020, beginning of 2021. A lot of babies.
A lot, yeah.
A lot of babies because you were quarantined, and I remember that was you know how they have like Mark safe or whatever, like those flags on Facebook. That was one of the flags. Mark safe from getting pregnant during quarantine or something.
Hmm.
That was a legit flag. So yeah.
Yeah, congrats going out. But what you got is I'll pull up this.
What you got? What you pulling up? Let me see.
I'm just pulling up my you can go while I pull up my getting my facts together.
Oh boy. I already know it's about to be some ish when you say you about to get some facts together. So I gotta see what you want to do.
I don't like just mentioning shit without having my facts together.
I'm intrigued. You've piqued my interest because it could go a couple of different ways when you do things. And I'm trying to read your mind, figure out what exactly you're trying to do right now with your facts. But well, my personal life, I'm preparing for my kid's birthday. I still don't know what I'm doing for their birthdays. I'm still kind of clueless. I'm like, it's like their birthdays are like,
Hell, I'm doing for my birthday, and
I
mine
don't
is
know what I'm doing yet. People like, are you doing something for the kid's birthday? I'm like, I don't know, honestly. I just feel so just like I'm still tired from the Super Bowl. Honestly. Like I'm still tired. I'm like,
I'm
like
trying to get the girl's name. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, kid. Finish
yeah,
up.
I'm just like, I don't know, like we'll see. We might just do a quick little dinner, keep it simple.
Yeah.
Cause I'm wiped out. Like I'm just wiped out right now.
It's Latavia Washington McGee, like this story, the Mexican BBL kind. You know that the story. I want to get the girl's name. I couldn't. You heard that story? The kidnapping in Mexico and all of that.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay. I heard briefly about it. I don't know all the details of it, but I just saw like a quick little blurb.
Allegedly said she was going to Mexico to get a BBL with like three other dudes. It's like I said, the story sounds like shaky as hell. So yeah, but two of them died. I think two were found alive or something like that. I'm just getting all the details, but yeah, this story sound crazy as hell. Latavia McGee was the girl's name, no, that was going in. Is like with Shaid Woodward, James Williams, and Zindell Brown. There's like three other guys, but some people are saying it's drug trafficking. That's like the rumor and shit that what they were really going, but I don't know. I don't have all the details. I was trying to see if more. So if I just wanted to get the girl's name at least, yeah. But yeah, that story sounded crazy as hell though.
Just the whole thing, like this BBL thing is just getting out of control, like going to like these foreign countries and then it's just
Because like plastic surgeons ain't cheap, so that's why you did go out of the country
I mean
because
I get that. I get why
fraction
they
of the price. Yeah,
but it's like a lot of these oh like are these even like really doctors performing these surgeries? You know what I mean? It's like you pay a cheaper price, but what are you ultimately playing with if you pay a cheaper price?
mm.
So, and then you go out and then it's like, it just sounds like, I don't know, like it's a kidnapping. Is like, I saw like the blurb come across.
Two of them dead. Is like that. Yeah, story sound, and then like people started saying like, is it really a BBL or were they drug smuggling? It's like a whole like mess that story has become now. Like I don't know what to think, but shit's crazy. I just had to touch on that. I don't have a lot of details. I just wanted to at least mention it though. On this,
So who's still alive? Like, is the girl still alive or
girl's dead. Yeah, it's
oh the
like
girl's dead?
two of the guys are still alive though.
Okay.
It's like one of them died, two of them were still alive.
Mm.
Trying to see which two. Shane Woodward was one of the ones that died. Yeah, so the two that lived were the other two guys then.
All I know is that I think that Dick Wolf is going to be watching this and it's going to probably be on SVU or Law and Order, the regular Law and Order.
It's like Shaheed Woodward, not Shane, Shaheed Woodward. I'm sorry. So James Williams and Zindell Brown were the ones that are still alive. Yeah. I would definitely I want to talk to them and so I'll definitely want to pick their brains. Like Hey, what the fuck really happened? Yeah, because this story is wild as hell.
Yeah, like it's not adding up. It's not.
Mm. But yeah, I ain't gonna go long on that because I don't have all the details. I did want to touch on it because it was a big
Mhm.
story this past week. Another big story is locally. Possibly Taste Chicago could be coming to an end.
I saw that. I was like,
I still don't have all the details on that, but I did see they released the the lineup for the festivity.
mhm,
Taste Chicago didn't make the cut. Now they have your blues fest, you got Lollapalooza, you got your jazz, so you got the usual whatever,
mhm.
yeah. But Taste Chicago, and that's something that's been going on since 1980 or something like that. I don't know what year they started. It's been going
Yeah.
on a long time, like 40 something years.
Yeah, my whole life, pretty much. Yeah.
The thing has been going on forever. So I can't remember the last time I went to this. I know you went to check out the late great Judson Todd Allen, rest in
I
peace.
did because he was doing the demo, so I went to support, do that. Yeah.
I honestly don't remember the last time I went to the Taste. It had to be like 20 years ago or something like that. I honestly don't remember. So I'm not surprised that it's not around anymore. If they are doing away with the Taste, how do you feel about it, kid?
I feel like it's just a tradition of Chicago because it's like it was a 10-day fest, and then at the end, you had your fireworks at Navy Pier, and it just was like a great way just to start summer. It was just like a great kickoff to summer for me. That's why I like the Taste Chicago. But my thing is sometimes things maybe need to be rebranded. So maybe if they do take some time off, then maybe they can rebrand it and bring it back to its like glory, because I don't think that this is something, this is Chicago, the taste of Chicago. Chicago is a food town.
That's what Brad, the late Jane Byrne is the one who launched it. Yeah,
That's
because
what we are. We're a food town.
like Jane Byrne was mayor when the Taste started. I think it was 1980. Honest,
Mm-hmm.
1980. I'm reading it right now.
So that's what I feel like they should do. Like if they are kind of, if it is like, sales are dwindling or whatever the case may be, like if it is like a financial thing or whatever, go back to the table and rebrand. Like we know that things rebrand all the time. We've seen it happen before. With something that you thought
Mm.
was like done or, whatever, and then
Might have some intel right here. An update. Might have an update.
hmm,
It's the latest right here. I'm reading about the possible Taste. It's saying that they might just move it from Grant Park. It's saying like it could be moved to by Navy Pier. So maybe the location is what the problem was.
hmm.
But it's been Grant Park our whole life.
Yeah, because it's
That's gonna
like
be
it's
weird. It's like yeah.
yeah. Because the streets are shut down and they have like the horses up, and then you just walk in the streets and you just
At Columbus
walk
Drive.
by we walk by the fountain. You walk by the fountain, meet your friends. Like when I was in college, we would meet by the fountain, me like our friends. Like I would meet my
So
friends.
they used to do the Pepsi challenge back in the 80s and like early 90s. Me and Feast took the Pepsi challenge at the tape. Where they give you out here, it's like here's cola number one, here's cola number two, like which one you like better. And then
Mhm.
they have the clowns covered, you just okay, yeah, I like one, I like two better. And they unveil it and then see if you pass the Pepsi challenge.
Pepsi
They got
challenge.
Feast Pepsi. I think Feast picked Coke, which makes sense. Feast would like Coke better.
Stop.
They got past the Pepsi challenge.
But nice. But that would be. I think that that's what they should do. They should like go back to the drawing board, rebrand it, and just figure out a way to like keep this great tradition going, because this is part of Chicago. This is
There's some
this
shit
is
with NASCARs going on too. They saying that could be the real reason.
NASCAR.
NASCAR street races, like but you can still have the taste. Just move that shit to like a different. If you ain't gonna have it like July 4th weekend, just move it to another. Yeah. But now we're saying like by Navy Pier July 1st and 2nd. I guess we just gonna have to watch and wait and see what happens then. I'm just reading this the latest on it. It's like, okay, so that shit could be moved. I don't know.
Yeah.
You gotta wait and see. But there's possibly no Taste Chicago, which yeah. big because that's all we've ever known is the taste of Chicago.
It is. Hmm.
But we'll wrap up on that note. See if they have a taste or not. I guess we gotta wait and see. Like I said,
We don't
they've
know.
been been scaled this thing down for like years. Like you
They
said,
have.
like it used to be like what, a week long at least, something like that.
It was 10 days.
10 days. They'd have like concerts in there,
A
like yeah.
fireworks show.
And they had artists like concert, like yeah, like Cool in the Gang were there one year 'cause mom went. Yeah,
Erica Badu was there one year, I want
yeah,
to
they'd
say.
have like concerts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I think James Brown might have even done it one year, like big acts like that.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, they'd have like legitimate stars and shit. Yeah,
Performers, yeah.
I think Drew Hill was there one year. Like it was like acts like that they would have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not no bullshit, like legitimate acts there.
Mm-hmm.
And then like they did this fireworks show July 3rd. It was always the 3rd, yeah.
Right. The day before. And then the taste
They
always
have like they
before.
have the Chicago the Symphony Orchestra are playing the patriotic songs,
Yeah,
yeah.
Stars and Stripes. Right.
Yeah, all the patriotic songs as the fireworks are going off, yeah. It's like that was a tradition. Then they got rid of that years ago. They broke it down to like smaller shows, like along the lakefront. They got rid of the big show down at Grant Park.
Mm-hmm.
Started having like Navy Pier had one, 63rd had they like broke it down to like different parts of the city had smaller show. Probably was one up like maybe North the Fullerton, what North Avenue. I was like, yeah, it was a beach up there.
Oh yeah, up north, yeah.
Had one and shit, yeah. They would have them like at different locations around. Like, I know 63rd was the South Side one.
Right,
And then
right.
Navy Pier, if you just wanted to still go downtown, like that's the one I would go, like the Navy Pier one, like when I was still going. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they broke them up and they got rid of the big show. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm ready to wrap this damn thing up.
Yes.
Over. Another damn podcast, episode 302, the Oz episode. You like us, give us a like. You like us, give us a like. Come on. Yeah, you know how to do it. Also, follow me at thanks first of all, we appreciate each and every one of you. And then you subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. I'm all over the place. I'm talking about Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What's good, Tasha? Was holding it down, YouTube and your Amazon Alexa devices. And then you can follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You know how to get at me.
And you can check me out at MSIMAH626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, SERAGULEY1 on Twitter, SERAGULEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
Well, I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.